Hello everybody, you're welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's tutorial, we'll be learning how to cut a tote bag with pockets on both the front and the back parts. So this particular tote bag can contain your laptop, you can put your water bottle, your phone and other accessories that you have. Without further ado, let's go straight to the video. So these are the materials that I'll be needing for the tote bags. I have already cut it out. I've cut out the measurement that I needed. So this is the main bag itself. So the length, I have 16.5 inches for the length of the tote bag. At the end of the day, I'm going to have 15 inches, but I cut out 16.5. That is, I added extra 1.5 inches to it. That is for the length. It is on fold. You can see it is on fold. Then the width, I have 15.5 inches. At the end of the day, I want to have 14 inches. So after the joining and stitching and everything, I'll have 14 inches at the end of the day. So this is the handle. So the width of the handle, I have 2.5 inches. We are going to fold it. So for now, I have 2.5 inches. Then the length, I think I have about 15 inches for the length. That is on fold though, 15 inches. If it's not on fold, the length is going to be 30 inches. So I cut out two of the handles. Then the next thing is the pockets, the two pockets. So one of the pockets, the width is going to be the same as the main bag, that is 15.5 inches, but I'll have extra. I'll cut it excess. I have 16 inches there, but the length of the pocket is going to be 10 inches. I cut out 10 inches. So this is how it's going to be placed on the bag, like this. You can see. Then for the second pocket, I have 5.5 inches on fold. Then the length, I have about 8.5 inches for the length. So this particular one is going to be placed at the middle of the bag. So this is how it's going to be placed. So after cutting out all the materials, let's go over to the sewing machine to sew. Welcome to the sewing aspect. The first thing we are going to do now is to fix the pocket to the bag. So this is one of the pockets. So what I did was to hem the upper part and the down part. So you can see I've hemmed both parts. Then for the other pocket, I'm going to hem just one part. If you have watched this video up to this moment, please drop a love emoji at the comment section and make sure you like the video. So I have hemmed one part of the other pocket. So now let's fix the pocket on the bag. So before that, I make sure I iron to the bag properly. So this is the center line. So I'll just come and place one of the pocket like so, directly on the line, because the pocket is going to start from the bottom all the way to the up. So the next thing to do now is just to sew it on top. You do it carefully so it won't pass that line. After I'm done sewing, this is how it looks like. You can see the pocket parts. This is it on the inside. So what I'm going to do now is just to match the two together, that is the pocket and the bag. Then I'll cut out the excess. So this is how the bag is looking on the outside. So beautiful. So the next thing I'll do now, I want to create two compartments for the pockets. It is one like so. So I'll open up the bag. I went ahead to iron it so I can have the center. So I'll just match it on top, directly on the center. So after I'm done sewing, this is how it looks like. So I have two pockets now. So now let's work on the second pocket. So I have folded it into two so I can get the center already. Remember, for the second pocket, we only hemmed one part. So that's the part that is going to face the up. Then I went to the ironing table and bent the down and the sides. So this is it. So, and I just give it a little shape at the down parts. I didn't intend to do it actually. I plan to do it in a rectangular form. So you can do yours in a rectangular form if you wish to. So I'll just place the pockets directly on the center like so. Then from the bottom part, I think I measured about 3 inches. 3 inches. So that's where the pocket is going to start from. So after you place it, make sure you pin it down to avoid the pocket from shifting while you are sewing. It is very advisable to pin it down. So that's what I'm doing now. After that, I'll just sew it, just match it on top like so, following the shape. So I have finished sewing it. This is how it looks like. You can see how beautiful it is looking. So I decided to make another design on top of it. So what I will do now is just to follow the exact shape and sew on top of it again. And here is the final look. You can see how beautiful it is. You can see the 2 stitches I made on top. So the next thing we are going to do now is to join the bags together. So as the bag is like this on the right side, that's how I'm going to sew it with 1/4 inch. This is because I want to achieve an inseam finishing. That is, the stitch is not going to be shown outside. It's going to be hidden. I meant French seam finishing. Sorry for the confusion. French seam finishing. That is, the side is going to be sewn 2 times and the stitch is not going to be visible on the outside. So I have sewn both sides and this is how it is looking. So make sure you trim off excess by the sides. So after I'm done trimming off the excess, I'll turn it out. So after that, I ironed it after I turned it out. So it is advisable to iron as you sew, so your work will be looking neat as you are sewing. So this is the inside part of the bag. You can see how beautiful it is. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to sew the sides again. So this time around, I'm going to sew with still 1/4 inch. You can use 1/2 inch depending on the allowance you added to the bag. So I'll sew both sides and I'll turn it out as well. So I have turned it out and you can see how beautiful it is looking. Look at both pockets. So the next thing to do now is to get the length we want the tote bag to be. And I said earlier I want it to be 15 inches, but I cut out 16.5 inches. So the 1.5 inches left, I'll just turn it insideward and I'll iron it, and I've already done that. Then the width should be 14 inches. So for the handle, I went over to the ironing table to bend the edges. I bend it insideward and I'll sew on it. So I have finished sewing. I have ironed it already. So time to fix it to the bag. So fixing the handle to the bag, I will locate the center of the bag. So from the center of the bag, I'll measure 3 inches to the left and I'll measure 3 inches to the right. So I have marked it. So I'll do it on both sides. 3 inches to the left and 3 inches to the right, making 6 inches. So I already started sewing from the side. So as I'm sewing, I'm bending the edges inside. So if I reach the point where I marked where the handle is going to be, I'll put the handle inside, I'll bend it over and I'll sew, like the way I'm doing in the video. So this is how I'm going to be doing it till I fix both handles to it. So this is the second handle, and after that it is how it looks like. So the next thing we are going to do now is to stitch on the upper part of the bag, but as we are stitching, we'll bring the handle upward like the way I did in the video, like so. So look carefully to what I did in the video. So as I'm stitching the up part, I'll bring the handle and I'll stitch it together. So I'll repeat the same thing for the under handle as well. And also I'll recommend you use a bigger needle if you are sewing a tote bag, because of the nature of the material. Size 22 needle is okay to sew a tote bag. And this is how the tote bag is looking. You can see how beautiful it is looking. This is it. You can see that all the stitches are inside. Nothing is showing outside. Make sure you cut out dangling thread as well. You can see the side. It is no stitch is showing outside. This is the other side. So this is the final look of the tote bag. You can see the pockets, you can see the handle. Then this is the inside of the tote bag. You can see that there's no stitch outside. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give me a thumbs up and make sure you drop a comment for me in the comment section. Thank you for watching. Bye.